Hi there and welcome to Cabinet Resources. In this video, we are going to be going through the instructions for wind flow estimation for WindFarm designer application. So first of all, you need to open a project with an actual topography within it. So we have a previous project we've been working on. Either you are creating a new one or you are using an existing project. So we are using the TURH project here, which already has a topography. So we are going to be following the instructions on the right in order to obtain all of the necessary information. So wind flow under tools, continue. Following the instructions, you select wind flow from the tool menu or toolbar, open file. We are going to open the file .wff, wind flow file. So all of these, we are just opening files which have already been created, but in subsequent videos we are going to be creating these files ourselves. We'll be generating the data for all of these files, but for now we are going to be opening existing files. So you can view the data on the wind turbines themselves, the wind speed in the region, based on readings and estimations from anemometers, properties of wind estimated. So you have the wind rows. You'll be able to view the wind rows which was generated based on all of this wind data. Just looking at the instructions here, we are following. Start with wind flow module, open run file, make output available, show results, examine analysis data, and when we go down we'll see all the other instructions that need to be followed. We're going to run. Check for existing output. Wind speeds, energy density, turbine, energy yield. These are already existing output. So we're gonna make output available. Next is show results. So you read the instructions and follow it exactly as how has been spelled out in order to have an understanding of how the application is generally used. So calculated data may be viewed in the designer. Switch to the designer, select open grid file from the contours menu and navigate to C. View, graphs, wind speed, this is a heat map of the wind flow within the graphical area. There are various graphs with various data that can be plotted in order to visualize the information. This is at 40 meters elevation. Other information there, select grid contours from the contours menu to change the display. Select the shading page, switch on the display checkbox and click OK. shaded color contours are now shown. Switch off the contour display using the grid contours button. Third one that is now highlighted on the contours toolbar. When finished, switch back to the WindFlow module. So we are on the designer toolbar. So under contours, we need to open grid file from the contours menu and navigate to the .fme file. That's the .fme file. We need to change the file's type name filter to WindFlow Wind Energy Yield. This contains energy yield data for the site map area for a selected turbine. So we follow the instruction again, go to the contours. Change the display, select the shading page. On this contour display shading page, switch on the display checkbox and click OK. Display has been selected and click OK. Shaded color contours are now shown. Switch off the contour display using the grid contours button, third one that is now highlighted. So if you go to the top toolbar below the file menu, you'll be able to see contours and you can toggle it off. You can toggle it off. And the contours color map will go away. When it's done, you're going to switch back to the WindFlow module. Under contours, close grid file, grid file contours. So I'm looking for where we are going to toggle off the color map, toggle grid file contour. So you see that it's gone. So that's how you toggle it on and toggle it off. So we are going to switch back to the WindFlow module. Select analysis data from the edit menu to see the setup for analyzing a WindFlow run. Click on the help button to get an explanation of each page. Click on cancel to close. So as before, you'll be able to understand what each of these parameters mean. By using the help file. So you can see how we are searching the help file to be able to find useful information on different parameters that have been used and what they mean regarding the WindFlow file or WindFlow model. So next off is going to be start a new run. Select new from the file menu and then select MS Micro Wind Flow Calculation, which will activate the new dialog. Under the wind flow, you are going to click on new MS Micro Wind Flow Calculation. Okay, wind flow name, you need to give it a name. As has been described here, use the name as described here. So initialize, click on initialize from previous file button and then select 001.wff. Create file, give the file a title and then click OK. This will start up the tab dialog for editing the run data. Click on the help button to get an explanation of each page. Change number of points. Select the map region page and change the number of points in the east-west map region to 64 and grid spacing to 100. Click OK when done. So we're just exploring things in this video, so you can see different parameters and data being used. Calculating the wind flow. This is the result of the wind flow. So you see the other time we opened an existing wind flow file, but in this case we have generated our own wind flow file. We create output data. select the output file, so you see data that is being created as output. You can see output data. The wind speeds at 0.0 degrees direction at 10 meters height. So analyze data, select create output data from run menu, check the boxes and click OK. You can then view the result and graphs as before. So this is part 3 of WindFarm Designer, where we looked at wind flow, how to generate your own wind flow file. Thank you very much for watching this video. This is Cabinet of Resources, where we create for better living.